it, and I did not feel that I should give up or I should not learn this language because I was quite enthusiastic. From the school itself, I had a thought to speak English, and I wanted to speak English with, I would say, a different accent and a unique style. That was there from the school. I wanted to do that. So I think in the journey, many times I was disappointed and I was demotivated that it was difficult. Sometimes people used to laugh at me, people used to make fun of me due to this, maybe the style or accent or way of speaking, that why are you faking it up? It's not your natural accent or anything. Many people said all these things. So it was quite demotivating, but I used to watch videos of Gaur Gopal Das or many good motivational speakers, and I used to get motivation and I would share with my friends, and again I would start my journey. So I was quite consistent, even though sometimes.
Yes, hi, good evening.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. So, how's your day going so far?
Yeah, it is going well. I had my lunch now, and now I'm talking to you. And first of all, welcome to my channel. It's my pleasure you are here. I wanted to connect with you so long, but I was not able to connect with you. So today you are here. I'm very happy.
Okay.
Let's start our
Okay. Thank you
conversation.
so much. Many thanks to you for inviting me.
Yeah, so I know about you, but for my audience, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Ashutosh Dwivedi, and I'm from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. About my education, I recently completed my master's degree in English literature. Apart from this, I run a YouTube channel based on spoken English conversations mainly. And about my profession, I'm a spoken English trainer by profession. I help students to speak English. I conduct one-on-one sessions for my students. So that's all about me.
Okay, you started teaching as well now.
Exactly, it's been really long. It's been 3 years I have been training people.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, so tell me about your step-by-step journey. How did you learn this language? Like I know you started your journey in COVID because I am watching your so many videos. But I want to know step-by-step journey. What type of things you did initial stage?
Yes, as far as I remember, I started my journey on 29th April 2020. That was the day when I came up with the thought of working on my spoken English. And I started practicing from first day. That was an amazing thing about my journey. I was not interested in grammar and I did not go very deep into grammar. I started practicing on Buddy Talk. I came to know about this application through a YouTube video, and I downloaded Buddy Talk and I started practicing with strangers there. It was difficult. I was not able to understand their questions in the beginning, and I used to have a lot of thoughts in my mind, but I was not able to express them. So then I moved to another application that was Halo, HALLO. After practicing there also, I got a guy who told me about WhatsApp groups. In those days, there were many WhatsApp groups where people were practicing English with each other. So I started practicing on WhatsApp groups, and it was really helpful. I started practicing with the people for 4 hours, 5 hours, and 6 hours. So I started improving and I started becoming confident in this language. So within 6 months, within 6 to 8 months, I was able to express myself. And I used to do everything. I used to watch videos of Lucy, Vanessa, Bob the Canadian. Many tutors were there. And I used to practice tongue twisters. I used to practice like that reading out loud. I used to record my own audio, I would say. So I was able to do a lot of things because I had a lot of leisure time due to COVID-19 and my university classes were not going properly. So that's why I was able to do a lot of things. That's how my journey started. And it's been around 4 years. Of course, 4 years I have completed. And till now, I'm learning a lot of things. I'm practicing with the people. I'm talking to people as much as I can. And I'm training at the same point of time. I'm helping my students to speak better English. So that's all about my journey.
Okay, so when you were learning this language, so have you ever felt, yeah, this is not my cup of tea, I should give up on this language? Have you ever felt?
To be honest, I was quite motivated and I did not feel that I should give up or I should not learn this language because I was quite enthusiastic. From the school itself, I had a thought to speak English, and I wanted to speak English with, I would say, a different accent and a unique style. That was there from the school. I wanted to do that. So I think in the journey, many times I was disappointed and I was demotivated that it was difficult. Sometimes people used to laugh at me, people used to make fun of me due to this, maybe the style or accent or way of speaking, that why are you faking it up? It's not your natural accent or anything. Many people said all these things. So it was quite demotivating, but I used to watch videos of Gaur Gopal Das or many good motivational speakers, and I used to get motivation and I would share with my friends, and again I would start my journey. So I was quite consistent, even though sometimes it was quite demotivating, but I was consistent throughout my journey because I was sure if I would do practice, I would become better in this language. There is no other way to become better in spoken English. So that's why I continued and I did not feel like giving it because it was always interesting talking to new people. And I like talking to new people always. I don't want to talk to same people or same guy for maybe multiple times. I was interested in talking to thousands and thousands new people every day. So I was able to understand many things about their background, their life, that how they are leading their life. So it was quite interesting, I would say. Till now, I have completed around maybe 20,000 conversations because I like
Wow.
interacting with the new people. So that was always interesting journey and I liked it.
Sometimes you will learn from them and sometimes they will learn from you. So this is a two-way communication. So that is the best way to learn this language. Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody has experience about life. Maybe you can be better in spoken English, but they can be better in something else. Maybe they have a great experience about life or any other thing. So you can learn a lot from them. So it's all about taking interest in people's life and asking them that what they do, what is their profession, what they like doing. So you can learn a lot from them in all fields. So that I
Hmm.
did and I liked it a lot.
Yeah. So, okay, tell me about yourself. Which kind of person you are? Like, you are ambitious person. I know because you are running a YouTube channel. You are having conversation every day. You are a tutor. So, tell me about your inspiration and which kind of person in real you are.
So yes, very nice question, and it's very difficult for everyone to understand what kind of person he or she is. For me, I would say yes. I behave differently in different places. First thing, when I would say at a school, I was quite I would say enthusiastic with my hobbies. I was interested in singing, photography, playing cricket, and talking to people and doing a lot of stuff. But later when I came into this YouTube, I do not get a lot of time for my hobbies, especially for singing and photography, all those things. So I'm a person who likes to do a lot of things and who likes to enjoy versatility. I would say not a single thing. I want to try many things. So that's that kind of person I am. But nowadays, due to hectic schedule, I'm not able to do a lot of things. My day is quite jam packed, I would say. I wake up early in the morning, not early, I would say, but of course, 7. I wake up at 7 and then I take class. And after taking class, I take shower, then I do worship, I go for my lunch. After completing my lunch, again, I think about my YouTube, maybe doing sessions with some people. And in the evening, I conduct sessions for my students as regular classes. So I do not get a lot of time to do all those things which I talked about. So yeah, I would say I'm enthusiastic, I'm ambitious, I am disciplined, I want to stick to my own things, I want to enjoy my own freedom. So I'm not doing any job, I'm working independently. So such kind of person I am. I want to do something which I like doing. That is very important thing about me.
Okay, that's great. So, you want to become a tutor or public speaker, motivational
Yeah,
speaker, we
already
can
I'm
say.
a tutor. I told you that I'm training people, so I can consider myself as a spoken English trainer. When it comes to, I want to grow my YouTube channel. Of course, I want to see myself on a good level, and I can talk to people. I can invite more and more people to have conversation with. That's what the plan till now. Or maybe I can have my own offline center of spoken English as well, where I can help people locally to become better in spoken English. Till now, that's what the plan I have. In future, I do not know.
Okay, that's great. So I have one more question for you. Why people are not being able to be successful in their spoken English journey?
Because most of the people, they are thinking to become fluent speaker, but they are not taking actions. That is the big thing. I have seen, I live here in Kanpur city. I see many people in my surrounding. Sometimes they come to me and they want, they say like, Ashutosh, tell me something, how can I become better in spoken English? When I tell them something, they are not ready to do practice, they are not able to do effort, they are not able to put efforts. Only they see like, oh, when they like listen to me, oh, I can speak English, they feel enthusiastic for only one day or two. When it comes to putting efforts and taking actions with it, for them it's really difficult because it's not an easy task, right? You have to put a lot of efforts. For me, it's been 4 years. I have been practicing consistently to become better in this language. So for them, asking this question is quite easy, but putting efforts is not an easy task because it takes a lot of time. It's a process. So that's why people are not able to become successful. And second thing, sometimes people do not have a right track to follow. They go very deep into grammar and they feel when they will be perfect in grammar, then they will start speaking English. But what I feel, if you are aware of basic grammar and if you know how to read and write average, then you can start speaking English. Don't go for the perfection in grammar or perfection in writing. So sometimes people start reading newspapers, maybe Indian Express, New York Times, and they want to go to that advanced level. So it's very difficult. Follow that step by step. Go from beginner to intermediate, then intermediate to advanced. It takes a lot of efforts. So start practicing because without practice, you cannot speak better. But people want to learn spoken English without speaking English. That's what their mindset is. That's why they are not able to be successful in spoken English. And third thing, consistency. Consistency is a big problem. Sometimes people are ready to do practice for 2 days and 3 days, 7 days, 10 days, but after 10 days they feel monotonous. That the same process, I have to talk to people, I have to ask same questions to them, I have to introduce myself multiple times. Then they do not enjoy this process and they leave it. So they are not able to become successful. That's also all these reasons are there.
Right. I have seen, I have conversation with so many people, some beginners are there. So they always say, we want to speak this language fluently, but we are not able to do this. So what we have to do? They are focused on grammar, and grammar is very bored thing for me as well. I don't like grammar, but now I am at this level, so I can read grammar as well. Like some things where I am lacking, so I read some books related to that particular topic. Otherwise, when I started learning this language, that time I haven't learned any grammar. I started from speaking. I used to have conversation with clapingo tutors. Then I started having conversation with my co-learners. So this is how I learned. So we should focus upon speaking. If we want to learn this language, we should focus upon speaking part.
Exactly. So what is very important that persons should identify their level. If they do not know any single thing about grammar, then they go and read grammar. Means they can read tenses and they can read necessary things. But if they are good in writing, they are good in understanding. So they can start speaking from first time because grammar is quite vast. Okay, it's not something that one single. Whatever you said, that is right. Once you become fluent enough, then listen to your English and find your mistakes. Then focus on particular topics of grammar, that where you are making major mistakes, which topic you make a lot of mistakes. Then read and try to do practice along. If you think that you will cover all the topics of grammar, then you will start speaking English. That day, I don't really think so will come or not. So that's how it is. So the person should understand what their level is first, and they should find, if they are not aware of grammar, if they do not know anything about grammar, then at least they should read grammar, because without knowing a single thing, it's very difficult for them to pick up this language. Because I have seen many people who make a lot of mistakes with sentences structure. They do not even know that subject verb agreement, that where they should use subject and object in this verb. So at least you should have an idea about it. When it comes to me, when I started my journey, I was aware of it because I was a good English subject students, I would say. I was able to write, I was able to understand, but I was not able to speak English. So for me also, I started speaking for my first day because I was able to understand, but I was not able to speak. So speaking was a problem for me, not a grammar at all. I was aware of grammar a bit. So if a person knows basic grammar, he can start speaking from first day onwards. But I have trained many people. So I come across some students, they do not even know that where to use is and some they say Ram market is going. No, that's not correct. So at least you should know that syntax and sentence structure, that Ram is going to market. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So if a person is aware of basic grammar, then they can practice English. Otherwise, they should go for grammar classes for 1 or 2 months. Once they are aware of all those basic things, then they can start speaking English. But for them, it will take a lot of time if they do not know anything in this language.
Yeah. So you are talking about basic grammar. So in basic grammar, how much grammar you include? Which part is
Basic grammar,
in
most important part is tenses. Tenses, that how
tenses?
to
Yeah.
talk in past, how to talk in present, and how to talk in future. That's what I'm saying, the basic grammar. At least person should have idea about these 12 tenses. Okay. After that, they can learn particularly advanced topics, maybe preposition or verbs, that where to use, how to use. So that later they can work on if they are aware of the sentence structure, at least syntax, that how to make a sentence, they can start speaking. Later they can focus on all those topics which are quite difficult for a beginner to focus, yes, in the beginning.
Okay, so you are a very good speaker. You are a YouTuber also. So don't you feel you have to go on Josh Talk?
Feeling and going, two different things are there actually. So I would say yes, going on Joe Stocks, it's a very nice thing. At this moment, I do not have any idea and thought about it going on Joe Talks. To be honest, I want to grow myself as a speaker as much as I can. So that is my focus. Going on Joe Talks is not going to give you boost. Actually, you are not going to be a great public speaker if you will go on Joe Talks. It's all about the
Mm.
regular process, and this I would say that you have to improve yourself every day. That's how it is. Even though the many people went on Joe Talks, but it does not mean that they became really fabulous in the language. So I believe in this regular practice in the process. Yeah, when time will come, of course, I'll be there if they will provide me this opportunity for sure.
Right. But you know, when someone is on Josh Talk, so there are large audience. They can listen to you and they can motivate from you. That is why I'm
But I
saying,
will
yeah,
tell
it
you
is.
nowadays what is happening with Joe Stocks. To be honest, I'm telling you that there are many channel. Joe Stocks have many channels. They do not invite you on the main channel. Okay, only they
Yeah.
invite to some people to the main channel, so they get lot of views. Their video gets maybe 1 million, 2 millions. So then they are able to reach out to a lot of people. But if they invite you in a channel where they have only 2 lakhs and 3 lakhs subscriber, so you will not get a lot of attention. Of course, a lot of people went on at Joe Stocks and they have 10,000, 15,000 views in their video. So it does not make any sense, even though we get 10 or 15,000 views in our videos, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yes. So if they are inviting you to the main channel where they have a lot of subscribers in millions, you are going to get benefit out of it. And it's all about your videos reach, how much your video is running on YouTube. That matters a lot. But if you are getting only 5,000, I have seen a lot of Joe Stocks speakers, but they have 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 views in their Joe Stocks video. So it does not make a lot of impact, I would say, in your personality, to be honest.
Correct. Yeah. So you are focusing on like just having conversation and practice every day only. That is a great
Yes,
thing.
I'm focusing on becoming better as much as I can. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So, like, if someone give me any random topic or extempore topic, so that time I become little nervous. So, in your case, that happens also.
It's quite natural, of course. It's a genuine thing. If you're not aware of something, I joined Toastmaster once. So I used to go there. So sometimes they used to give me the topic related to science and technology, but I'm not very
Mm.
good and I'm not very much into science and technology. So it was difficult for me to make thoughts and speak over the topic for 2 and 3 minutes. So it's quite common with everybody, even though with me also, if somebody is going to ask something where I'm not interested in, out of my interest, if somebody is asking me about maybe kabaddi, okay, but I do not know a lot about kabaddi, that how I'm going to express. But if somebody is asking cricket, I can speak on cricket for 2 or 3 minutes instantly as well, because I like cricket as a sport. I watch it, I have a knowledge about it. So having knowledge is very important when you get an instant topic. Means if you read something 10 years ago, 15 years ago, then also it's okay. At least you know the basic concepts.
Yes, your video
Yes,
was stuck. Now it's okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So if are you there? Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I'm
So
here.
if
Yeah.
somebody is going to ask you something which you are not aware of, then it's very difficult for you to speak in that topic. If I would say, tell me something about Donald Trump, and you have to give a speech on Donald Trump for 5 minutes. How can you give a speech on Donald Trump if you do not know a lot about him? If somebody is saying to talk to talk about Narendra Modi, maybe you can talk about Narendra Modi because he is our prime minister and we know many things about Narendra Modi. So that's how it is. So knowledge goes parallel with your communication skills. If you have vast knowledge, then only you can express your thoughts. Otherwise, it's very difficult to speak on these instant topics for everyone, table topics or extempore, whatever you say. So that's how it is. So have knowledge, read articles, try to discuss multiple topics with your partners, with your friends. Then only you will be in a situation where you will be easily able to counter the situation where you will get any topic which you know little bit. But if you do not know anything, it would be very difficult for you to speak about that. If I'm going to talk about something, maybe Chandrayaan. So if I don't have a good knowledge about Chandrayaan, then how can I talk about Chandrayaan, right? So if I'm not
Mm.
interested in science and technology and space things, then it would be very difficult for me to handle that situation. So then I will
Mm.
ask them to give me any other topic that I
Any
can
other
speak
topic?
on.
Yeah, that is the best way to speak any different topic, because when we speak unknown topics, so definitely we are going to be fumble. That would be not good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So any
But
last piece of
instant
advice?
topics are for training of mind actually. Basically, the extempore table topics are for the training of mind, that even though if you do not know a lot about the topic, but you should give this challenge to your mind so you can become better at any situation. You are not going to be fearful while speaking English. So it is the training of the mind that whatever you get, you are trying to speak on it, whatever you know.
Yeah. So any last piece of advice for my audience would you like to give?
Yes, what I say to everyone, that is quite general advice. That is, listen, watch, and speak as much as you can to become better in English. Why listening? Because listening is very important to get the real and original sound of the language. Why watching? Watching is very important to learn the non-verbal communications like facial expression, body movement, hand gestures, and posture in and everything. And why speaking? Because speaking is very important for your mouth muscles. Until or unless you're not going to speak, you're not going to become a better speaker, because speaking comes from speaking. So do these three things to become better in English. Listen to English content, watch English videos to learn non-verbal communication, and speak English to become fluent in this language. So that's the advice. Listen, watch, and speak as much as you can.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It was really nice conversation with you, and definitely my audience also enjoy this conversation, and they will get some insight about English. So yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Many thanks to Prinka ma'am for inviting me today, and all the best. And keep helping your learners and keep helping people in spoken English. Thank you. You are doing a great work.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, okay then. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. Take care.